Hi guys and welcome to a new video. Hope you are all doing well. I thought I'd be a little bit different this week and do a makeup video just to break things up a little bit, and I just kind of wanted to just have a sit down chatty video whilst I do my makeup for the day, and I just, yeah, why not? So obviously at the moment I've got a very pale face. It's very red today as well. I've got a lot of like redness on my cheeks and stuff, and got a spot on my nose. Very spotty at the moment as well. So this is kind of like a daily like makeup, but at the same time it's not, because I'm going to be doing a colourful eye. Nothing like spectacular. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. I just wing it. I do what I find comfortable and what suits me at the time. But I have massively just been getting back into having fun with makeup. I used to love doing makeup. Like if you look at my old videos, I did quite a few makeup looks, and yeah, I thought I would do a purpley eye today. I'm doubting myself. We'll see where this takes us. As I said, I've been getting back into makeup recently. A large reason for that is purely because it's getting to summer, and I find that when it starts getting to summer and the weather starts getting warmer, that I start lightening up my makeup and I start doing more colourful eye looks and stuff, and just having a bit more fun with it really. But another reason is actually because I got given this Naked Ultraviolet palette for Christmas and I never used it, and I was sat here thinking, give this a go. Obviously Ultraviolet, yes, most of the shades in here are purples, which can be a bit daunting, but it does obviously have some nudes, and this colour here, Lucid, is, I will show you, it's the most gorgeous colour. It's got like a real blue tinge to it, and it's absolutely just beautiful with any look. But yeah, so I got given that for Christmas and I never used it. I was a bit scared to use purple, especially because I've got dark eyes. It's quite easy to look like I've just been punched in the eye as soon as I put any purple near it. But I seem, she says this now, I seem to have got the hang of it. So we'll see how that goes. So that is going to be the basis of the look today. Is going to be just like a normal makeup look with a bit of a purple eye. Nothing like major, no, like I'm not doing like some massive purple smoky eye thing. I'll show you what I do. I keep playing with these. They are just little hair grips that like everyone that does makeup has pretty much. They're literally just off eBay, and they're a simple thing, but it stops your hair kinking, which tends to happen if you use other clips. That is a look. I always do them up here because otherwise the ends of like my fringe, not necessarily a fringe, kind of flick up. Oh yes, let's show off that spotty gross face. Oh, I absolutely hate looking at myself without makeup on, so I kind of just need to get on with this, I suppose. It's just annoying because I'm really spotty at the moment, because obviously wearing a mask at work just means I get spots all on my chin and my cheeks, and never ever in my life have I really got spots on my cheeks until I started wearing a mask. Alright, so to start off I use a primer. This is, I want to say e.l.f, but it's obviously E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. I bought this quite a while ago because I've had to buy a new pot now, and I saw like it had loads of recommendations on Superdrug, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go, and I actually quite like it. It's always a nightmare having false nails because you just dig it out like this instead. Oops. So what you're meant to do is leave that for like a minute so it gets tacky, but if I'm honest, I don't do that anymore. I just kind of just go with it, which probably isn't a good idea. So the next I go on to foundation. I have a favourite foundation, which is my Fenty Beauty one, but I've run out. Like there's literally, I think, like a dribble in here, and obviously it's like £30, and it's also very hard to get. My Boots Fenty counter is wiped. Like I don't think they're doing it anymore, and I'm not paying postage and stuff for that, so I'm kind of just sad because I love that foundation. It suits my skin a lot, but instead I'm just using this, my Match Perfection Rimmel, which has like been my go-to for years, and I always go to other foundations and I always end up going back to this. It's not even that great, if I'm honest, especially since using other foundations. There is others I prefer, but then I get bored, so I always just go back to what I know. And also I change between using a beauty blender and using a foundation brush. I've gone back to using a foundation brush for some reason. I think I like watched a YouTube video of someone using a foundation brush, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use it to see what mine's like, see if I want to use it again. And here we are. Next we've got concealer. This is the Maybelline F.I.T Me concealer. Again, this is a product I've used forever. I actually haven't tried a new concealer in a long time, so if you have any suggestions, let me know, because I've just used this for ages and I've just that's been that. I've not really, other than the Fenty, I have the Fenty one. That shade is far too light for me, and I only ever really used that with the Fenty foundation because I'm not gonna waste expensive products when I'm going to work or something. All my spots are mask region. Obviously eyes and stuff is standard. Right, so that is concealer and stuff done. Now I change up what I do next, depending on how I'm feeling. I either finish my base completely, or I go on to eyebrows. I'm going to go on to eyebrows. Now I'm having a bit of an eyebrow issue at the moment. Oh, and yeah, the product I use is Revolution Pro Brow Pomade, and I use dark brown. I thought I wanted soft brown, but that's too bad. I'm bringing it so close to me. I'm just having such an issue with my brows. So I never ever have got my brows done professionally. I've always done them myself, always plucked them. I kind of then have just let them grow out over the years and then only just plucked, obviously, middles and then any sort of strays. But my brows are so uneven naturally, and this is why I need to get them done, because they're so uneven. Like you can tell, I personally think this brow is actually darker than that one, and I don't know if it's just because of the amount of hair in it, because I have got hardly any hair here, and it really stresses me out and it makes it very hard to do my brows equally. But even though I don't think they look massively indifferent, when it comes to actually applying the product, nightmare. I can do this brow absolutely fine, but as soon as it comes to the left one, it stresses me out. So if I'm honest, I'm not going to talk through this. I'm just going to do it. And I will edit it however I edit it, because I cannot deal with the stress. I just wish I was one of those girls that could do their brows without a problem. And you can tell I do my brows still in like the old school like block brow way, but not, don't worry, I don't do like block brows. I try to make it look natural. I just mess it up. See, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. But it's impossible to do the other one the same. And you'll I think that's all right. Like I said, this you can tell they're just completely different. Right, we're gonna go on to eyes because I just look weird without eye makeup on. Because I'm doing a coloured makeup look, I'm gonna put primer on. I don't always put primer on. I just got like a little tube of the Urban Decay one that comes with Team of the palette. And you literally, with this, little is plenty. Like, obviously I'm going to be doing like a coloured eye look today. Like I said, I'm going to mainly be doing purples. And I'm obviously going to be really using the Urban Decay palette, but I also use an eyeliner. So I've got this Barry M Hi Vis eyeliner. I have quite a few of these because I just wanted to have some coloured eyeliners. I think it was last year, and I bought a few colours that I thought I'd give a go. So first I'm just going to pick up just a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and then I use the shade Hacked. So I use this shade as like my base shade for coloured looks, just because it's one of the only like base shades in there other than Mind Slip, which is just a nude. And this has got pink undertones to it. That's it, it's nothing crazy. It's literally just a really pink toned nudie base. Just to have it as a base. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm just basically gonna go straight in with this. Now, obviously with a pinker base, I do like to try and tie a bit of pink into it, but we're gonna see how this goes. I can't remember how I've done it before. Do I definitely want to do purple? Or do I want to do, see now, this is where I go, do I definitely want to do this colour? Yeah, no, we'll stick to it, we'll stick to purple. Yeah, normally I would smudge that in, but that actually looks okay. So what I'm going to do now is start adding some of the purples from the palette. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Cyberpunk, which is this shade here, and basically go over what I've done, but mostly in the centre, because I'll be adding different colours. I'm then going to take Warning, which is the pinkier toned shade, and that goes on here. I'm then going to take Euphoric, which is the next darker shade. I'm literally just taking it in the outer corner and then just short of halfway in the lid. Obviously that looks a bit bizarre at the moment. So what I do now is I get that shade Lucid that I was on about earlier, and I pack this. Right, I then go back in with the fluffy brush I used in the first, with the Hacked base shade on, just to kind of blend out the crease so it doesn't look quite so harsh. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, now I'm just kind of eyelashes, which is pretty standard. I don't have much to say about that. And I've got a Maybelline Falsies mascara, which, again, another product that I've used for years. Like, a lot of these are gonna, like, if I went back to one of my old makeup stores, there's probably a lot of the same products. Which is crazy, really. So, with mascara on, though, you can see this looks, I love it, basically. I think it makes my, it looks nice, and it looks like I've made an effort with my eyeshadow, but really, as you've seen, wasn't much of an effort. It's just chucking some eyeliner on and a few colours, and then that's it. Like, anyone is capable of doing that. But we need to finish my base. I really should not move stuff around as I'm talking. I do apologise. But yes, I need to finish my base. So I fluctuate a bit with what I do. Sometimes I use cream contour. Sometimes I use powder. Sometimes I use both. Sometimes I can be bothered. Sometimes I can't. I'm not going to use cream today because I can't be bothered, and I don't really want to put, I've done so much on my eye, I don't want to then put more on the rest of my makeup. So I'm just going to put powder on, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Again, another product that I have used forever. Then I've got my broken Revolution contour palette, and I've got a brush that has now done this. Now, I've always used this brush really for contour, and I've never had a problem. And then I've washed it, and it just seems to be a bit gaudy, if I'm honest. All the brushes, it's fine, we make it work. And for highlight is another broken palette, and this is the Revolution with Soph. I just kind of choose whatever colour I'm feeling for the day, if I'm honest. I don't like, because the colour I used to use is Hit the Pan. Next we'll just put lipstick on. This is just a Loreal like colour Riche one in the shade No Doubts. It's just a matte nude basically, and I basically wear this every day of my life, and except for when I'm wearing a mask, there's no point. Last but not least is Fix and Spray. This is Revolution. Matte Fix, and that is the makeup done. Normally, if I could be bothered, I would curl my hair as well, so then I would look like I've made a massive effort, but I'm not actually really doing anything today, so I don't really care. I've only kind of done this because I wanted to. So yeah, that's the finished look. Hopefully you like it. Like I said, it's, you know, it's quite simple. It's like my day-to-day makeup, but with a bit of colour thrown in. I'm quite used to doing this now. I just use different colours. I will usually do blue. Sometimes I'll throw pink in there. Kind of just depends how I'm feeling. I think it's a really good way to start brightening up your makeup if you're not confident and you can't, you know, just whack out a nice pretty rainbow smoky eye thing or something. This is really easy. You just need a colourful eyeliner and highlighter really. It doesn't even have to be an eyeshadow, you can just use a highlighter. Say that palette that I've got, you have got like this sort of shade which has a blue tint, bluey purple tint to it. Even something like that would be perfect. Just try it, and as long as you kind of blend it out and make it look like you know what you're doing, no one's going to know. All they're going to see is bright colourful eyes, and it makes your eyes pop. And to me, that just makes it look like I've made an effort. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I am going to plan and hope to do one video a week. At the moment I've kind of been trying to film it ahead. So yeah, if you have anything you want to see from me or any suggestions, then leave a comment below. But don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Bye.